Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joyous Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and it's our Fun Fold Friday. Today I'm sharing with you a mixture of items from this Sale-a-bration mini booklet and also our brand new mini holiday catalog. Go ahead and flip or hold and I'll flip and we'll get started. All right, I'm gonna get everything in view. Since it is Fun Fold Friday, that means I love to see your comments. So either comment on YouTube or comment on my Facebook page when you're watching this there. I love to see your comments and I want to respond to them and to give one lucky watcher the card that we're making in our video today. So let me go ahead and share a little bit about what we're using and then we'll make our card. So first, as of right now, this is available. It's the Spruced Up stamp set. I just love this one that just came out in the mini holiday catalog. It's technically called the mini July to December catalog, but I threw in holiday because the majority of the products in this catalog are holiday based, and this is just one of them. We are also using some amazing dies called the Spruced Up outline dies. Let me show you those real quick as well. So these are awesome dies that have ornaments and Christmas trees and presents. These are your little Christmas lights. So many little fun things that are outlined. And I'll show you how these ones work when we make the card a little bit more, and I can show you why they're called outline dies. All right. And also, you'll see in our fun fold today, we are using two types of paper. One of the paper is from the mini catalog, and it is called Lights Aglow. It's this beautiful paper. It's a 6x6 kind that has 48 sheets. Great paper, lots of metallics and everything. Love it. And it goes so well with the Sale-a-bration paper. So let me grab that one. This one's called the Silver and Gold 6x6 specialty paper. It is also awesome and is for free when you order during Sale-a-bration $50 worth of product from my online store. So this is a must-have and it goes so well with our other items already. All right, let me go ahead and show you this card and then I'll talk to you a little bit more about it. All right, so this is a easel card. We're using, like I said, that Spruced Up stamp set. This is the same stamp set I'm using for my stamp camp, the end of the month, July 30th. You have until the 5th to sign up for that. It's a $50 online event where you make 20 Christmas cards using this stamp set, and I send you a kit to complete it. It is one of my favorite events of the year. If you want to do Christmas in July with me, that's a great way to do it. Okay, sorry, this card, easel card, is awesome because we open it up and then we can have it stand up instead of just folding open, which we still can do that. But this one has it so it can stand up just like an easel using our cute little Merry Christmas as a way to keep it up. So I love how classy this is from the front. Looks just like a regular card, not even a greeting on there because our greeting is in the inside. All right, set that aside and let's go ahead and show you how to make this one. First, you're going to start off with your card base. I'm using the basic black. I have it scored at 2 places, but first we're measuring at the 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25, and then one more scored at 2 inches. So I measured from this end and went 2 inches in. And if you wanted to go center, you could. I usually just do an even 2 though. And that's our card base. We'll have it facing in this way. In fact, let's grab our bone folder and we'll start to do our creases for this one. Just like so. And then we'll make one more crease here in that center, folding it this way. There we go. You want to make sure those are really good because those will be important when it comes to standing our card up. All right, set that aside. Let me show you how we die cut this out. So I have a piece of our DSP, that's that Lights Aglow. You see it on the back side, has the, like a bokeh look to it. And on the front has this beautiful metallic gold and silver magical look to it. I went ahead and I just die cut 3 trees out, doing the largest one in the center. And then we are going to use a piece of basic black to mat it as well. So that will be part of this step. However, let me show you what happens when you die cut these out. Not only do you get the tree, but you get an outline to the tree. Let me get this closer so you can see. It's like these two together, you get 2 die cuts in one time through your die cutting machine. So you have the awesome outline and then the tree itself. The outlines we are not going to use for the front of this card. We are going to use these ones here. And we're going to fill in that space and leave the outline empty. For this, let me show you a couple tips of how to die cut out your DSP. So when you're die cutting, you're gonna make sure you flip your trees so that way they fit into each other, and that helps save paper. You can see they're kind of making that triangle one way and then the triangle going the opposite way. And you can keep on going along, so you have probably space for at least 2 more trees, maybe 1 in that space left. And then also for our little trees for this one, what I did differently was I had these ones, since they're stripes, I had it going horizontally, and then I flipped my die, and then I have them going more vertical. So that's a fun way to change up your pattern just by changing the way you die cut it. So there's my up and down, and there's my across lines. Super easy way to switch it up. Okay. You also will need a piece of basic white for the inside. I used my stitch rectangles, and I've die cut out a basic black, and then I've embossed the Merry Christmas using our stamp set there. The fun thing about the stamp set, it also has a Happy Christmas. So if you wanted to change out your greeting, you totally could do that instead of the Merry. So I love that idea. All right, dimensionals are gonna be your friend for this card. So let's go ahead and flip over our DSP here, and let's add our dimensionals. If I had nearby, I'm all currently out of our black dimensionals, I would highly recommend using that since we are using black cardstock, but the white will be just fine. And we're gonna go kind of heavy with this. We wanna make sure that these are standing up really well. You want them in between the trees. And then make sure in each corner and even along the edge. I thought that looks pretty good. You could even add even one more right here. Let's do it. Just to secure this pop-up look. We want to make this look like a window almost looking through to our trees here. And this is a really simple way to make a card without a whole lot of stamping. You can notice I'm using a lot of the DSP instead of ink and paper, or ink and stamps. So a great way to use paper, and you guys will have lots of paper if you are ordering for the 2 months of Sale-a-bration. So it's a great thing to stock up on and then make lots of Christmas cards with. Okay, making sure all my backings are off. And for all of my measurements for this card, I'll have them over on my blog. Just look in the comments below if you're on Facebook, or in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. All right, now we need to attach this to our mat, and you want to start from the bottom. It's going to be just the tiniest bit because we have so many dimensionals on there. I want to make sure I place it down right the first time. There we go. That looks pretty good. See, I have it on all 4 sides, a little bit of a black trim to it. All right, now we can go ahead and add our trees. To make it easier, I'm just going to add a line of liquid glue to the center of each of my trees. Instead of me trying to put glue on the back of the DSP, I find this to be a little bit easier. And then we'll just match it up to the spots that and I'm using liquid glue, so we have a little bit of wiggle room. Perfect. Love that one. We're going to switch this one up, and we're going to have this vertical one, or horizontal one, on the left this time, and this one on the right. There we go. Careful, my knuckles got a little bit gluey there, so I had to transfer that and just wipe it clean. I'll use my special white eraser later to help get some of those sticky spots right there. Or I can add an embellishment and totally hide that sticky spot as well. It's up to you. All right, so that's it for our front. Now we just need to attach it to our easel base. And the best way to do that is with some heavy adhesive. This is gonna be moving around a lot, so I'm gonna use some tear tape. I'm just gonna line it up right here, right below the score. And I'll do at least 2 of these. your Stampin' Seal Plus would also be a good candidate for this type of adhesive. We just make sure it's strong because we're going to be moving this a lot. All right, now we just lay this flat and attach this onto our card base, having the outlines also for this one. And it's hard to see black on black, but also very forgiving. There we go. Love it. Okay. Next, we just need to pick one of the outlines that we want for the bottom of our card. So we had either this cute little one, the little tree, we have the bigger tree, or we can even use a white. The white one looks a little bit too, what's a good word? It's not bright enough. So I think I do prefer the darker DSP for this one. And I don't have my silicone mat, so I gotta be super careful when gluing this one. So what we're gonna do is just put dots. I'm gonna put it right in my hand. Well, maybe, we'll do it here. And just make sure we don't make a sticky mess. If we do, we'll just have to not touch it. I know, I've misplaced my silicone mat and I am just almost to the point of ordering a new one. I hate it when I lose things. Okay, here we go. Just set that on there, let it dry. Push down on all the glue spots. Make sure your hands aren't sticky or else I'll bring it back up. There we go. That's good. All right, for this one, we need to put some dimensionals on the back. But first, actually, flip this over, grab your Stampin' Seal, and we're gonna add this to the inside of our card before we add our little label there. Just do one of each corner of your Stampin' Seal Plus and one in the center. This helps you save it and use less adhesive, and it's just as sticky. We don't need adhesive over the whole back of this, just corners and center. Okay. All right, now let's grab our dimensionals. I'm not going to take off the backs of them yet, and in fact, I'm going to do 3 for this one. That backing almost wants to come off by itself, so be careful. There we go. And we're going to do a placement first. So we'll put our Merry Christmas right here. Remember, our backs aren't off yet, and let's see how that's going to work. So it naturally, when it folds in half, this is where it rests. So I can kind of use that as a reference, and I want this to be just a little bit higher than that. Now we can remove our backings. If you have that's what I call the inside stopper too high, it makes it so it won't stay up. So you want to make sure our easel's working properly. We're going to put this right about here. Make sure it's about center. Not too bad, right next to our tree. And there we go. This stops it in place, so you could fold it down like that, and it opens up so we can still write our message here in the inside. But when they're ready, they can open it up and have an awesome easel card that they just can display on their desk, at work, or at home, or however you want to display your cards. I love this one with these awesome dies and how easy this fun fold is. All we did was added an extra score right here to our card base, and that created this really fun fold for us. All right, you guys, I hope you've had a great time learning how to use some Sale-a-bration products along with a new mini catalog of products. And be sure to comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, guys, happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.